But yeah, Toronto's just small to like.
Everyone knows everyone.
People were like, oh, how could you just like me and one of my friends for years and years and years. You know him. We stopped talking. And like everybody's like, oh, how come you guys stopped talking? He was an asshole. And like I know this kid like half my life and like I just felt nothing for it. I didn't care. And everybody called me an asshole because I just didn't. He was like all upset and I was like, such a cold-hearted.
So what happened? Like you guys like tried to discuss it, but then he
got rude, and then I basically put him in his place, and we made up, just made up, whatever. But like we're friends now. Embarrassing. So like, to this day, like me and him joke about it now. It's like it's a joke now. But it's not so much of being cold-hearted when you lose a friend. It's more so like coming to terms with being a realist with it. Like it's like, okay, there's millions of people in the world. Sucks that I lost you as a friend, but
I guess this is the logical versus emotional approach.
Yeah,
I'm not a person that will look at it like, hey, this is the fact and that's it. Whereas people
not
be like, yeah, I know this happened, but the moral thing, or people feel like there's like, I don't know, what they're supposed to do. Like, oh yeah, I know it didn't work out, but I'm supposed to be upset, or I'm supposed to hold on, or like try to make it work again, even though this person's an asshole.
No, like with me, like if me and somebody falls out, like perfect example, if me and someone falls out and we don't talk for a bit, someone comes to me and says, oh, you know, we haven't talked for a while, let's work things out. That's true. Like it shows me that you're trying to make the effort. It wasn't me when we were friends before. Like you know what I'm trying to say? Like if we stop talking as friends and I don't talk to you for a month, and you come to me and be like, yeah, like, let's talk it out,
So how do you measure
that shows me like, okay, this person's serious.
Yeah.
Because I could just sit there and be like, man, like, I don't know.
How do you measure their sincerity? Because I remember we were talking about a name we shouldn't mention, and then I was like, okay, well, I think I was saying something to you like, oh, I feel like you're a very forgiving person, but that can be a bad thing sometimes because you can give a second chance to someone who maybe doesn't deserve it. So how do you measure the sincerity?
The way I am is I wouldn't say I'm a forgiving person. I'm more so as
Open-minded.
I'm more open. I'm more of a curious person in a sense. Just to see if you know what I mean. Like first time it wouldn't work out. Second time they're like, oh, give me a second chance. I'm curious to see if
so you're curious to see if the sincerity is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it is, awesome. If it's not,
but either way, you don't let it affect you.
No.
Whether or not it works out well or
I don't let it affect me at all. And if it turns out to work well, then bonus for me. If it turns out to not, then sleep. I don't know what's on it. Like
maybe that's why you get called cold-hearted, because you just are able to detach yourself from emotional situations in general, whether or not it's good or bad. You can look at it like more of a logical aspect. Like, yeah, you know, this is great, but there is a possibility it can still.
I look at it more of a textbook aspect. So like it's black and white right there.
So do you feel like this is something that you've always been like, or is it a mindset you've had to acquire?
I think I've always been like that. Like in high school, even in the post that I wrote in high school, like I was with everybody, and there were people that hated each other. Like I was in the middle of Mornell Court and Everyman and all those stupid gang-related places, and like everyone was in the same school, and I was friends with everybody. And like I didn't love people the right way because like, okay, this person's from one area. Like it was kind of like an area clash. Like you shouldn't be friends with this person because they're from here. And
people like to categorize in groups and everything.
And back to the whole forgiving thing, it's not so much as the phrase is to forgive and to forget, but I'm more so to forget than to forgive. So I don't have to forgive anybody if I already forgot what had happened. Do you know what I mean?
Can you repeat it? Because I was like,
what are you doing?
Like all I see is him looking at
McDonald's. Why don't you have Smarties and Flurries?
No, real shit though?
Like,
real shit. Like, how hard was it for you to have Smarties?
Men's are just trying to get it in with the McFlurry of Smarties.
Men's are upset.
Stop. No, stop. Okay, anyway. So yeah, like the whole forgive and forget thing, it's more so like, people will, okay,
you're saying you're
example time. Come on, grab your friends. Okay.
Dan? Okay.
So. Actually, example with that is like, say someone starts talking to somebody,
Right.
and let's say someone stole from somebody else. You can either forgive them for stealing it, or you could just completely forget it was ever even stolen. And in conclusion, if you forget something before you forgive something, technically you're doing both at the same time. Because if you fucked up and I forget, I don't really have to forget because I don't remember it happening.
It goes back to the keeping tabs thing.
Yeah, I'm not keeping tabs.
Unless you do it again.
You can do it
makes
again,
you remember that you
like,
did it first time, and then I'm only even on that.
Yeah.
If I forget, then it works out.
Exactly. So that's why I don't keep tabs on people. Like if someone pisses me off, true, I'll just forget about it and then keep it again. Then I'll just be reminded.
So does it matter the extent of what they do to piss you off, obviously? Or?
Not a lot of things piss me off. I don't know if you know this.
Running out of toilet paper test.
Except for running out of toilet paper, that's the worst. When it comes to the whole forgive and forget thing, I'm more so to forget than to forgive. And if you remind me of why I was supposed to forgive you the first time, not the smartest play in the book. Yeah.
So do you feel like that mostly works out in your favor and then people learn to not
It always works out in my favor. Everything I do works out in my favor. Everything I do. I can stop talking to somebody and start talking to someone new, and the way that works out is I met someone new. Or I can stop talking to somebody and start talking to them again. And what happens there? We're friends again.
I get what you're saying, like,
it
works out because of your perspective on it.
Yeah,
So I stopped talking to
I'm
you,
thinking
but I meant
positively.
you.
Everything is positive for me. Like, there's always, I find that there's more good in the bad than there is bad.
Yeah, it depends on perspective, or like which one you choose to focus on.
Yeah. Focus on the good, always.
Now,
Knowing is half the battle, G.I. Joe. Real!
computer.
I do like the best announcer voice ever. And now, tonight, original souls.
Tonight.
Roast and roasted.
Oh my god.
You're so clever.
Mind blown.
Next time on Original Souls.
You guys need lives.
Will Goku ever find a Dragon Ball?